What's up, guys, and welcome back to Blanco Bronco Adventures. We've got another install video from our friends at XKGlow. That's right. We're still getting comments, people saying, hey, you put on the spare tire light and turned it on and my TV fuzzed out. Well, warning, we're putting XKglow's whips on the Blanco Bronco. So if your TV fuzzes out, your phone fuzzes out, hey, I'm just letting you know right now. These lights are bright. I'm so excited. Right, guys, our friends at XKGlow sent us over their kit to put whips on our Bronco. But hey, we love the off-road industry. That means everybody. XKGlow doesn't just offer this stuff for Broncos. You can put it on your Heap, your Yodas, your Chevys. It fits everything, all right? Side-by-sides, four-wheelers, whatever you can dream up of wiring this kit on, it'll fit. So, I'm going to show you how we're going to put it on the Bronco. May not be how you do it, but ground and power. 12 V's, that's what you need to power this up. Let me show you what they've sent us. Not just one, but two of their LED whips. I mean, this is serious. It's LEDs encased in like a acrylic. You can, I mean, it's, man, if this thing was lit up, it'd be like a lightsabers. That'd be cool. This is definitely good quality. It's even mounted to a spring. But wait, you want to be able to take this off your vehicle? Well, XKglow's got you covered. The whip simply disconnects from its base. So wherever you can mount this and get the power ran to it, you take your whip off when you're not needing to look so cool and off-road status, and you throw it in your rig, but this stays mounted wherever you can think it up. But in our case, we don't really have anywhere good yet to mount it. So XK hooked us up with their Hitch receiver mount. Now, it's adjustable. You got a spare tire? This will fit. 1, 2, 3 points of adjusting it in or out. You don't just put 1, 2, you can put 5 whips on here. There's holes to where you can do whatever you want. We're going to use the 2 outer holes today and put just the 2 on for now. And then, eventually, we're going to relocate these. So, I'm going to tie it in the easiest way I can for now. Now this kit, you can hook it up to also run off your blinkers. That's right, you can leave your whips on all the time and drive down the road and they can do the blinking thing. If your state allows it, you got to read your rules. Some places deem this off-road lights. You can't run them on the street. I'm sorry if you live there. Or, well, just, it's only bad if you get caught. Don't get caught is what I'm saying. This is the little power unit. Then, this is a little switch, on and off. Hook up your ground, your 12 volts, and then it plugs right into our receiver box, our controller. You heard that right. This controller, you can simply touch it and it changes color of the whips. Or this little box will Bluetooth to your phone. Download the app. It's called XKGlow Chrome. And then you can adjust these whips and program them to be like strobe mode or like fade in and out mode. About any color you can think up. It's pretty legit. I'm just so excited. It's going to look good off-road is what I'm saying. We got to get these on and get on some trails and do some night runs. That being said, this wire actually is what connects to the whip and then to our little control box. You got plenty of wire. So depending on where you want to hook it up, I mean, this is the limit, you know. So if you got enough, well, you can go about, you know, that far. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how long it is, but we're going to definitely hook this up to where it's easy to unplug, and where we're going to be on the hitch receiver, I want to be able to take it off, keep it inside the rig, and then when we're hitting the trail, you know, party mode. That's what we need. So the other cool part is if you're on a side-by-side, a four-wheeler, even a big vehicle like a Bronco, you can put a flag on this. I don't know the rules of your sand dunes, but you got to have a flag. So XKGlow sets you up with even mounts to mount a flag to your whip. So that way, even during the daylight, people can see you on the sand dunes. It's pretty cool. There again, read your rules. It's got to be a certain height. Once we get this mounted to the Bronco, it's kind of going to be low, but that's only for now. We just want to have the cool lights right now. We can't wait, is what I'm saying. They even hook you up in the whole kit and send you a hitch pin. It's lockable. Don't take my cool whips, get your own. I'm keeping mine. It's pretty sweet. This whole kit, you can find it on XKGlow's website. We'll link them below. Look them up. They got some cool stuff. This is their longer whip. I believe it's 4 foot. You can get shorter ones if you need them. But, you know, we wanted the XS. Anyway, let's get to putting this on the Bronco. And then again, I'm going to show you how I'm going to install it. 12 volts, ground. Let's find that. Come on. So, as you remember, if you watched the tail light install video, you should if you haven't. Go check it out. Anyway, so what we did is we ran our wires through the tailgate and around and dropped them down through the floor right there. Well, I want to make it to where these wires are inside our jack box. Jack in the box. Anyway, if the wires are in here, then when it's time to put the whip on, we can hook up the receiver, pull the wires out, plug, and then turn on our switch. So, a ground, 12 volts. That's all I'm going to be looking for. But, again, the kit allows you to hook up to your tail lights and have blinkers set up to your whips if you want that. Right now, we're not worried about it. We just want the function of the whips. So, I'm going to utilize a ground that we already have from our tail light. It's in the wheel. Go watch the video. Then, I don't know if you know it, but I found out, you know, through great Bronco people, your 12 volt power right here in the back, well, guess what? It's always got power. That's what we need to have our on and off switch actually work. You could, if you wanted, tie it in to where it's not under power all the time. Probably smarter, you know, don't burn your rig down. That's not cool. But I want to have it to where I can have these on even when we're in a parking lot, you know, talking Bronco stuff. So I'm going to tap into that wire, and that's where I'm going to pull my 12 volts from. Also behind here, there's a ground. So I'm going to basically pull this little panel off, and I'm going to mount our little remote and our switch somewhere where I can get to it right here. And that way, hook our whips up, click the switch on, we're ready to hit the trail in style. So I'm going to pull this apart. We're going to actually install this. Let's go. We're going to try to route these through the same hole that we came through and ran down. So, I don't know the easiest way. Getting these up, and I'll tell you, if there's a will, there's a way, and I'm willing to find a way. So, I take, loop them like that, kind of run them around the roll bar, maybe. There's another little plastic piece that's got to go out, but then I can drape them back down behind, and we'll be right where we need to be. That'll be perfect. And then The rest of them, again, you've got plenty of wire. These are meant for all sorts of applications. We'll run these down right along with our brake light wires. Just like that. All right. So where I'm going to tie into ground is just right here. I believe this is a 5/16. We'll take that off. We'll hook our ground wire there. And then this just unplugs from the back of the 12-volt outlet. This white and brown wire is what is giving us 12 volts. Now, I said something and I think I could be wrong, but I'll eat it if that's the case. I believe this isn't under power all the time, but it is momentary power after the key gets turned off. Time delays out before it turns off. So, in our case, we'll turn the key on, turn it back off, and our whips will be back on, so it'll be fine. But anyway, tying my ground, my power, and then I'll show you how to mount the box in here the way I'm gonna do it. Just like that, got our ground hooked up. Now I'm gonna use a wire splice, I think they call it a T, exactly what we used on the spare tire light, and tap it in right off there, and then trim the grommet off of here, and just bite it right in, and we'll get power. Just got my T in place and I got power to my switch. Oh, we got a blue light. That means we're doing something right. So, got power, ground. Now we can hook up the actual little control box. And we're getting closer to firing these whips up. I'm so excited. It's gonna be awesome. So now that we've got power to our switch, turns on and off, all we've got to do is mount this box. Again, this box is like a soft touch button and it changes through the colors of the whip. In our case, I'm going to use the app way more often than I'm going to get to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some double-sided sticky tape, and I'm actually going to just mount it on the inside of the Bronco right here. That way it's just totally hidden. And then what I'll do with our actual switch button is when this panel clicks on, I'm just going to run it up here. So that way when you want to turn on the whip, all you got to do is lean in and click that on, and it'll just kind of sit right about in there. So it'll be hidden in plain sight. I think that'll look nice. Again, I'm going to run it off the app versus utilizing this box. So before we place it, all we've got to do is plug that in there. In fact, you can see the power turn on to the controller there. And then our two whip wires, they'll click. These are waterproof connections, so if you are on a side-by-side or something that these are going to stay on there forever, they put grease inside there, so it's a waterproof connection. What do I do with that? It's fine. Anyway, so now that we've got all of our connections made, this is if you were going to tie into the blinkers. They do send a wiring diagram of which one's what. One of them's going to be a ground, and then left and right, I believe. But again, we're not going to be using that. This is kind of a temporary setup until we get our spare tire rack. Then we're going to actually mount the whips on there. So for now, we just want to play. So I'm going to double-side sticky tape this on and keep going. And there it is. Mounted the soft button. There's also sticky tape on part of the power and then also the switch. I decided not to mount the switch to the panel because the panel will come on and off. So now the switch is just right there, and click it on, and the whole thing comes on. So if you ever wanted to get to that, you can, and see how I touch it and it changes. Like I say, it's just a little soft touch, but the app's really cool. I want to show you the app. All right, let's cover all that up. Now let's actually put the whips on the thing. So now to mount our actual wire to the hitch receiver piece, they send you a lock washer and a nut. So all you got to do is pick your location. Like I say, there's a total of 5. 5 whips, that'd be cool. But we're just going to utilize the 2 outer holes. So get them in there. Run our lock washer and our nut back over it. Tighten it down. All right, now grab a wrench and seat that on down. Appears as if it's a 19 millimeter. And just get it good and tight, you know. These things are gonna be whipping. Don't want it to fall off. The cool part though, is this whole piece is a spring. So that's where it'll have the movement in it. Oh yeah, good and tight. Now, number 2. And there it is. We got our whip points mounted on. Now, here's what we figured. We took our wires and ran them through the tube. There's just enough that they just stick right out of there. And we did our typical, you know, duct tape and put it in there. Now, let me show you what I'm gonna do on the Bronco. Now, some of you are you're gonna be mad. Again, this is just a little temporary for our setup. So we've got our wires coming through that are ultimately the female end to the mount. Here's what I'm thinking. Don't get mad. Don't. I'm going to take these wires and I'm just going to drop them through here. And if you just follow me to the second floor, well, they just pop out right there. Okay. Then if we take and push both of them through the hitch receiver, I got one. But if we tuck them through right here, all right, don't get mad yet, okay? I'm not proud, but I think this is gonna work. Then we'll take our actual wires up here, we'll tuck them down in this little crevasse, and then, I know, okay, I hear you. When we shut the door, these, only when we're running the whips, will just get held in between the seal and the door. Well, for now. And I think that's going to work great because now we take and grab our mount, and then all we got to do is take a wire, plug it in. Careful, you got to line these up right. There's a little tab in there. Don't go just cramming it in. You'll know when it's right because it'll just pop right in. And then this is a little threaded piece, tightens it down on there. So let me find it. There it is. And then this just plugs in. Maybe. Don't force it. Should be right there. There it is. And then just tighten this down on, just like so. And then round 2. Get this in there. Tell me how much you're disliking this in the comments. You know, let's talk some crap. Then we'll take our wires, pull them back through here. And then this, will just go in there like that. Now, nothing's dragging, you know. And we'll do these up nice, but ultimately when this isn't being used, our wires will then come back through and go in our jack box, you know, jack in the box. And then in between times of using it, you don't even have wires right there. So it's only when we're on the trails, night runs. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. Now, for the moment I've been waiting for, I don't know if you've been waiting for it. These have an arrow that indicate how they need to line up on these mounts. The mount has the corresponding arrow. So just take these. It's like your air compressor fittings. Just put them on there and click. Just like that. There's one. And now We'll do 2. I know the door's open, but I just got to see these lit up before. I wonder if that spare tire is going to fit. That's on its all the way out mode. We'll see. Yeah. Let me click the key on. Let's turn these on. We're ready for it. If your computer screen goes wonky, it's not me. It's XKGlow. Those are pretty bright. Now, for the cool part. The app. You just download XKGlow. Look at it already going. And you can get in here and you can select whip number 1. And we go, we want to change it to red. Oh, pink, even better. Goes just right there. And then we want to go to green. And then we got a green one. Now we take whip number 2 and let's make it green also. Boom! Look at that. You can change these to your heart's desire. Let me show you some more features. You come in here and you can turn down the strobe mode. Slow it down or speed it up. Party. It's pretty cool. And then you can come up here and put them to where they're on breathe mode. Oh, so relaxing, so calm. Or we can change it to where they're just solid. Then we can come down here and go to our themes, and we can take and make our own pattern, which is pretty cool. Or look at them go. That is so cool. Is what you can do. Oh, look, Christmas joy. And then it just, oh, here comes Santa Claus. Here. Yeah, we don't want that. Oh, look, Valentine. We just left Valentine's Day. That's so nice. Just smooth. And you can come down. Oh, Halloween. There you go. What I'm saying is there's 100,000,000 different options to set up how you want your whips. Look at this. Oh, Independence Day. Absolutely love the 4th of July. Red, white, and blue, can't beat it. I think that's probably where these whips are just going to live. It's red, white, and blue all the time. Hold on. Let me turn the light out. We got to get the mood. That's neat. Those are bright. We're going to be like partying on the trail, you know, just be like, Bronco's here. Let's do this one. Oh, it's like the police. That's why you can't run these on the roads. I will tell you, I'm seeing the spots. You know, these are bright, especially in the dark time. And it's dark time now. It's nighttime is what I'm saying. So let's get these buttoned up. I'm curious to see if our spare tire is going to clear these. It looks awful tight. Could be wrong. It looks like, I don't know. You got a white Bronco? Well, you just get white lights. Hey, you with the blue Bronco, you get blue lights. I see you with the red Bronco. I got you. Red lights. No matter what color your Bronco is, XKGlow has got you covered. Now, let's take this thing outside and show you what it looks like in the dark. As you can see, we're touching tire. So, because of the spring feature that these have, it works. But if you have an offset tire, this mount probably isn't going to work for you unless you do a single whip right in the middle. Then it may come out far enough that it might not touch. So I definitely recommend this mount in a factory wheel and tire combo situation. Other than that, the cool part is you don't have to have the step. You can mount these things wherever. And eventually, we're going to get a spare tire reinforcer, and we're going to mount one right there to get this up a little bit higher. That way, when we add our flag, you know, then people see us coming. They know we're representing XKGlow. Let's go outside. And there it is. Check that out. Instant adjustability per the app. You want pink lights, ladies? Look at... Hey, shh. Don't listen to him for a second. We want to tell you, XKGlow officially sponsored the Bronco Adventures. How cool is that? Get on their website, look up all their products, because guess what? They're giving us a code to give to you to save you 10% on any of the products on the website. BBA 10. It's that simple. BBA 10. Go look it up. Also, while you're there, drop some comments below. What else do we need to do from XKGlow to the Bronco? Because it's not going to be the last time we do stuff with them. But hey, for now, get off your couch and go create an adventure. We'll see you next time.